Hello and welcome back all my Dragon Ball theorists, and there's been many complaints about Jiren and his personality in the community. It has been said by many that he is a boring character. Everything from his design to mainly his personality is just completely bland. If we're going to have this crazy strong fighter, then why make him this dull, unemotional character? Well, the complaints have been heard, and on the surface I do understand. Everyone from the special was hoping that Jiren would open up and start talking and even hinting at some type of personality. Whether it screams justice, love, or simple desire, it would have been cool. Except for the most part, we got nothing. Or did we? I know Jiren isn't outspoken or appears to be complex, but that is all of course about to change, and there have been many hints at this in the show for people to think he is lacking in the interesting personality department. Jiren on the surface is just this stoic character that shows no emotion, but also accepts whatever is about to happen. For me though, the lack of emotion is what is interesting because I am trying to figure out what actually is making him tick. What are his hidden desires, and do they ever go against his core beliefs? Of course, in the recent manga chapter, they did show a brief conversation of Jiren and his ultimate belief in justice that we already knew being a Pride Trooper, except he didn't want to join initially and Balmond needed to use the Dragon Balls as bait, which of course sets up this instance of Toppo standing over Jiren in the special, telling him to fight to his content to attain the Super Dragon Balls. You see, Jiren isn't there to fight to prevent his universe from being erased if it meant others must also be erased. He was fine with letting the cards fall and be dealt the hand of being erased while continuing on protecting until that day happens. However, Jiren is there at the tournament for the Super Dragon Balls, which is his #1 goal. Don't let his meditation and lack of words fool you, there is more to Jiren than has been shown. Another thing about his meditation, which was the talk of the tournament and the Grand Priest found daring, and many fans thought, wow, this guy is kinda a prick and making a mistake letting Goku stay in there. Well, if we look at what Jiren is actually doing, then it wasn't a mistake but planned. Jiren isn't regaining his stamina from his fights or needs this meditation to charge up his power. He is doing a form of meditative practice called Zazen, which in short means Jiren is letting his mind go to think about the past, present, and future at the same time. He is thinking about every possibility that could occur while being present right there on the stage. Not bad for a being that does in fact have the power to transcend time. Jiren has very complex undertones, and while they haven't come out yet into this complex dialogue, it will happen very soon. Jiren isn't just this beyond powerful obstacle Goku has to overcome. He is this new character that has only shown us the tip of the iceberg and isn't going anywhere anytime soon. For me, even the short dialogue was fine with Goku saying Saiyans are quite interesting beings, but this heat, this is your limit. Then in a hit fight, to call his Assassin's Pride rubbish when he transcended time of course was an exclamation mark. Jiren has some complex ideologies and they will show through more and more as this tournament gets down to the final fighters. Remember, Jiren isn't just waiting or making a mistake as many think, but actually preparing for every possible scenario that could happen right in front of everyone. It is also why he can remain for the most part stoic in nature and just execute with great precision when he has to. In a way, Jiren is flawless in his methods, and while that does come across as boring to some now, when Jiren gets into fighting the last fighters on the stage, the dialogue then will start to change. Jiren's beliefs and reasons he has to execute them to attain the Super Dragon Balls will start to show through. We will learn why Jiren can't be thought of in the practical sense, why he is a being of little words, and why his sole purpose at the tournament is the Super Dragon Balls. For me at least, I think this is all very interesting stuff, so if you don't like Jiren now and find him boring, give it some time, and I think when we go back and watch this entire arc, the build up for Jiren and what we are about to learn from him will be all worth it and play through much better than waiting in real time. Now I want to know what you guys think. Is Jiren some bad writing, or is the best yet to come and this character will end up being far more complex and interesting than originally believed? I always love to hear your theories in the comments below, and I just want to thank everyone for watching and the continued support on the channel, as you can always help out by smashing that like button and subscribing if you haven't to keep those theories coming.